Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Scales of the Soul, and let's get into your reading for the day. We're going to tap into what your ancestors and guides really want you to hear right now. So if you're new to my channel, please like, subscribe, comment. Any engagement really helps me grow and build this community out with like-minded souls. Let's get into it. Let's see what your guides have to say tonight. Ooh, we got energy. I like it. What else do we have? What does the collective need to know this evening? Dream? Paying very close attention to your dream states. Let's see. Give me one more. What else do we have here? I mean, right off the bat, in abundance. Interesting. I actually pulled this in an earlier reading today. Seems to be quite a theme. There's a lot of abundant energy at our disposal. So yeah, being very conscious of your energy. This card in particular really has a focus of illumination with the sun behind her, radiating about her conscious awareness of thoughts. And it's interesting because her body's all balled up, so she's keeping her physicality really protected almost, and really focusing in on her mind, being very present with your mind and the things that the ideas and desires that you are bringing forth into your reality. Following up with the dream card. Our dreams are our subconscious's way of speaking to us. It can be very obscure. Some dreams can really not necessarily have any sort of significance, but the majority of them do. Especially our early morning dreams, as we like to recognize them. They're our venting dreams. They are the dreams that allow us to process stresses and anxieties and hardships or things that we need to work out in our waking life. So those are the dream state that happens in the early morning. Pay attention to those. Maybe perhaps even keep a dream journal by your bed. You may begin to realize some patterns of themes that may start to come about, some symbology that may be very prevalent into guiding you along the path of where you're meant to go to find this full abundance here. She's also very connected to the constellations, to the stars, to returning to that, that dark dream state. And even if you don't visualize in your mind's eye or when you dream, you still have a sense or a feeling. You can imagine yourself in a room or, at a certain memory. Pay attention to those things when they come in. Even daydreams, I'm feeling like, are very, very important. When you kind of zone out and you sort of tune into specific energies or experiences, those are speaking to you for a reason right now. They're very, very strongly guiding you to this next level of abundance. Again, we have that correlation of the sun, right? Illuminating those thoughts, illuminating the ideas that maybe right now are just in your mind's eye, starting to put those into action, starting to take those steps. The subconscious mind knows no difference of illusion and reality. So being very mindful of, hey, you may have a great idea or a dream or a hope that you've wanted to achieve for any certain amount of time, but have yet to put forth the effort. Put yourself in that position of actually feeling like you are in that abundant mind state, as if it's already true, as if it's already begun. Your ancestors are being very clear on that. This sword's really sticking out to me. And that reminds me a lot of the Ace of Swords, of the new beginning of an idea, planting that seed of putting it into action. What else is standing out here for me? These shells. This is a mermaid oracle deck. It's called the Mermaid's Purse Oracle by, I don't recall her name, Olivia Rose. These shells, though, are really standing out to me. They represent a home. They represent a safe space, that introspection. That's kind of where I feel like all of your ideas come forthright and manifest. Begin acting on them. Yeah, see that spark of creative energy. You have to really pay attention to when that comes in. It may not be, it may just come out of left field. Like you may have just some random crazy idea that you're like, oh man, I would love to make that happen. But you have yet to act on it. Write all these ideas down, those crazy random sparks of ignition come to us for a reason. So start acting on them. Do the things that you've always wanted to do. So what's holding you back? Listening to that awakened third eye. I'm going to switch these two because we have a little bit more space down here. So let's see. Yeah, tapping into that awakened third eye right here. I love that. Into your intuition, into your guides. Your ancestors are at your side at all times, divinely guiding you exactly where you're meant to go. Along the path, we have choices, absolutely. But I think in the grand scheme of it, we definitely are destined to exactly what we came here to do. We signed our soul contracts to come to this planet, to this human experience, for a certain calling. This is interesting. I like this combination. We have fragment and ascension. In my beliefs, and perhaps in quite a few of yours, we can be fragmented souls when we come into this physical plane. So we can share many, many soulmates. They can be romantic. They don't have to be. They can be friendships. They can be business partnerships. They can be animals. Essentially, we have many souls that are part of a soul tribe that teach us along the way. We connect with them in various states of our existence and our time here in consciousness. So when you do have those connections with those types of soul ties, pay attention to those fragmented parts of yourself. It's you returning home. Again, there is that serendipitous energy when you have these moments of feeling like maybe you've known somebody before, like you recognize their soul, like it's not this foreign thing. It's very much so a recognition because you see yourself in them and they see themselves in you. And then we have ascension. Yeah, this sun power. Interesting that they are mirroring each other here, right? So we got the four suns over here, which kind of reminds me of the Four of Pentacles, which is representative of stability, of material essence, of things that we place value on. Can be, abundance in the material realm, right under here with the abundance, right? So having that ascension, that illumination, bringing forth whatever ideas that you've had and held on to for long enough. Now is your time. Now is your chance. Act on it. This is quite literally your ancestors are telling you, now is the time. Now is the time that it's going to be very fruitful. You have to stay consistent. You have to believe. And when you put yourself in that mindset of it already exists, suddenly your whole energy and surroundings begin to shift to create that, to make that become your full reality. Let's get some other clarifiers here. This is the Modern Nirvana deck. Let's see what they have to say. Ooh. Interesting. You're protected. Your ancestors are walking by you, protecting you. You have a great, deep connection with them. Those strings of fate. Gold threads of fate are kind of almost puppeteering you in action, allowing you to walk the path that you're meant to. This protection card. It's almost like a Grecian god, right? He's got that dagger You can cut cords with things that no longer serve you. Having that awareness of the negative aspects that may be putting a challenge in front of you. But remember that any challenge that we do face and any adversity that we do face is teaching us how to step into our power and how to actually lean into ourselves even further. Trusting yourself in your connection to your higher power, to your higher self, knowing that you have that reliance and alliance. You have your soul tribe that's going to help make these things a reality. These ideas that you may have help guide you. What else do we have here? Strength. I like the strength card. Sometimes it can be a little challenging, but I actually really like the strength card because this one's also very interesting. It's all connected to the mind, the power of the mind, having that faith that your thoughts and dreams and what you choose to believe in. This rock almost looks like obsidian, which is another form of protection. Getting a lot of parallels here, but trusting that the ideas and seeds that you do plant have all of this beautiful blossoming potential here, right? He's holding this bouquet of all these flowers. Remember, I think for a lot of people that we forget that the day that we plant the seed is not the same day that the plant fruits, right? It takes time. It takes nurturing. It takes water, sunlight, time to grow and become the full beauty of what it is. And assertiveness. So finding the voice, finding the power to build, to create your dreams. This is almost like an eclipse energy that I'm feeling here. And eclipses really give us sort of a microscope almost into, almost give us a microscope perception and perspective into the places that are voided, into the energies that we've kind of just let drift into the abyss, but never really grasp or brought to a full tangible state. So being assertive with your dreams, throwing them out to the wind and allowing them to... Can you hear the dogs outside going crazy right now? The dog's barking right now. Anyways, throwing the seeds out to the wind and allowing them to germinate. Not letting the chaos mind the distractions like I just did right there with the dogs, that sort of chaos energy of doubt and those barking notions that, maybe have stood in your way and kept you stagnant. Understanding that they're there, but thanking them for being there and moving forward. That they're not serving you in the highest light. Let's put some tarot on this. What else do we have to say, Spirit? What else do we need to let the collective know in these beautiful new hopes and dreams that they are meant to create? Oh, got the Two of Cups. What else? Partnership, partnership may be a big part of this. Or maybe it's even talking to your partner, your best friend, bouncing ideas off of them, allowing these ideas to really just come into bloom. The star, yeah. The illumination of it. Bringing it into this reality, no longer just in the cosmos, like illuminating it, bringing that source energy down into your reality. You got Temperance in reverse. Interesting. You know what? I don't really feel like a reversal in this reading, so I'm not going to read it that way. But Temperance is about pouring into your own cup, that dualistic experience, that what goes around comes around, that connection of the dark and light. One does not exist without the other. So yes, you have to have the introspection and time to sit and think about, these things or these self-doubts, but don't give them the weight. Understand that they were there to have that juxtaposition, that dichotomy between the two, to weigh out, that the light source will always win. We have the Empress. The Empress that's the mama. The Empress is the divine feminine, the nurturer. She's here to really, again, nurture the dreams and hopes that you've always wanted to share with the world. I feel like this partnership, this Two of Cups, is really standing out to me. I feel like for some of you, the partnership is going to be really important. That in order to build, but also to just relay and bounce ideas off of one another. We got the Strength card again. It's been a theme lately. The Strength card has been coming out in a lot of my readings. There's going to be challenges, but tapping into that inner tiger, tigress, whatever you want to call it, however you look at it. Tower. Destroying false paradigms, destroying those false thoughts in your mind of doubt. Really honing in on that strength, the willpower that you can accomplish anything that you might set your mind to. Your ancestors really want you to know that. And sometimes we do have to really break down the whole structure and start with a new foundation. Start strong on that foundation, rebuild. It's a blank canvas, right? We got the Page of Swords. And what else, Spirit? Give me one more. Nope. And the Lovers. Interesting. I don't want to turn this into a love reading, but for some of you, I really do see a partnership with your husband or wife or lover. I see you guys building something together, building something beautiful together. There's almost this unstoppable power when the two of your energies combined. You are that dualistic nature. You balance each other. You illuminate in the places that maybe the other person can't see. So whether it's romantic or not, partnership is really a common theme through here. So rely on your tribe, rely on the people around you, rely on your lovers, on the ones that you love, because they'll be honest with you about whether or not these ideas or the directions that you're moving in are where you're meant to go. Okay, let's get a couple more here. What else do we have? We the Hathors. We got deep love. There we go. Deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. So birthing these ideas into reality once again. I mean, for some of you, like I said, I don't want to turn this into a love reading, but some of you might be getting pregnant very soon. So if that's something that you're not ready for in the cards, just be smart about it. But if it's something you're looking for, there is a very, very strong, fertile energy throughout this entire reading. That strong lover's energy. But for most of you, this is the birth of a new idea. This is the birth of creation. We got falling into my arms, surrender, holding the opposite extremes of life. Again, the duality, that yin yang, that light and dark. You have to have the balance in life. I mean, that could just be me partial because I'm a Libra, so everything is about balance and everything is about weighing of the scales. It's interesting though, on this card, you can actually see there's some little spirits up here in the top. Is that focusing? Can we get it? There we go. Hold on. There we go. You see the spiritual faces up there on the top, just being that guiding light, and then all these spirits surrounding this one beautiful soul right here, just holding. Oh, wow. Falling into my arm. She's got a little baby. See? I don't know, man. For some of you, there's a pregnancy on the horizon. There's a moment of surrender, of trusting in the journey, trusting in the pause, trusting in the stillness, not allowing the doubts and fears to run your life. Perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. So many common themes here, right? Wasn't that other card perspective? Assertiveness. But there's a major theme here, right? Between these two. It's that blank canvas, you know, like we are just this tiny little floating mass in the middle of space. We're a rock catapulting through the cosmos. No dream is too big or too small. Don't look at the picture, you know, like I think oftentimes with new ideas, they become overwhelming. And for a lot of people, it gets to that point where it's too overwhelming. So instead of just surrendering and taking the small steps, we run away, right? Because it's so extreme and you're like, how am I going to get to this next step? You know, what do I do next? How is this going to work out? So my best message to you, I used to watch the show Alone, which is a survival show, and one of the contestants, don't quote me exactly, actually the contestant who won it was talking about this conversation that he had with his son, and his son being so overwhelmed with school and life and, you know, having some learning challenges. And the son was actually the one that was like, you know, sometimes you just have to zoom out of the picture that you have in your mind and remember that there's all these tiny, tiny little pixels that make up the whole picture, right? So take each step as a tiny little pixel along your path to create the whole picture. And all you have to focus on each day is one small pixel of it. And eventually that entire photo will come into focus. Just got real deep with that one, huh? Ooh, last one. The Sea of Mintaka, seeing portals, bringing unconscious to light. Yeah, again, having lots of common themes here about the unconscious mind and bringing those ideas into the light, letting them come into reality. I mean, this card is just like of pure form. That healing, beautiful water in the cosmos, nebulous energy, like a nebulous energy. You know, there's not really a construct to it. It's just the idea phase. You can shape and mold it and allow it to come into a, you know, solid state, but you have the ability to be the sculptor, of the painter, of the creator, the manifester, the whatever it is you want it to be. You know, you're the one who gets to create and bring it into this reality. All right, let's get some alchemy cards here. What energies does the collective need to alchemize this into their reality. Well, the butterfly is all about transformation. Sora Mystica, the mystical sister. Trusting the ancestors. Knowing that you're divinely guided. What else do we have? I'm going to actually, Chiron. I love Chiron. A lot of people have their challenges with Chiron, but Chiron is the wounded healer. It is that reflective mirror. It is us showing ourselves exactly what we need to heal in order to level up, because then we have Jupiter as the final energy, and I love Jupiter energy. Jupiter energy is all about expansion. It's about taking the small little bits, investing in yourself, investing in time, investing energetically, and allowing the fruits of your labor to just be expansive, be wide, be just this beautiful, beautiful energy. I'm actually going to read from the book for the Sora Mystica, mystical sister, because I'm not really super familiar with this one. So let's get into it. The sacred ally, Anima, outreach. Just when you thought that you could traverse the alchemical path by yourself, Sora Mystica appears. This card indicates indicates a dear friend or sacred ally holds you in their heart at this very moment. What was I saying before? This is like the friendship energy, like the partnership, the lover. Oh, Gidget, please don't do that. My cat's my little mystic trying to help me read here. I'm surprised you guys haven't seen her or made an appearance. Anyways, with their support, you're able to do what you cannot do yourself. Exactly what I was saying, right? Between you exists an alchemical pact based on the ingredients of respect, honesty, and unconditional love. It's as if you've known each other for many lifetimes. That soul tribe. These people are going to come into your life to help guide you onto the right path and to manifest these dreams that you have. You may have shared an experience from which you are always bonded. This archetype may come in any gender, age, or form. One distinct characteristic of the Sora Mystica is that they practice the art of witnessing and listening. What was I saying? Of bouncing your ideas off of them holding space for you and allowing maybe a different perspective under that sort of microscope, right? Looking at it from a different way. They have no need to judge, fix, or give advice. Presence is enough. When this card appears, tend to the flame of friendship. Be a mystical sister to another. And something to ponder, those who have helped you. Maybe you look into your past and understand, or maybe there's been people along your way that have helped you in some ways that now are kind of a key to the next aspect of your journey with this. Sora Mystica is the remedy for isolation of our time. No matter how long it's been, reconnect with an old friend today, someone who comes to mind without effort. So think about that. I'm going to read, you know what? I'm feeling called to read all of these cards to you from the book because I just really love how she words everything. I mean, this is her creation, so no better way to express than to actually express through her voice, right? Let's see, Chiron. I love Chiron. Chiron is a cosmic enigma in Greek mythology. It's a lot of that Grecian energy, so perhaps there's something in Greek mythos that you are meant to connect to. Maybe you even are, Greek in your background. But I believe that there's something in Greek mythology. There's a message in there for some of you. So look that up. In Greek mythology, he's said to be the rejected son of Saturn, whose Saturn is the opposite of Jupiter, right? Saturn energy is the karmic god of law and order, whereas Jupiter is sort of just this expansive, free-willed energy of kind of the unknown. It's sort of this, Jupiter is sort of this untamed energy in possibility. Anywho, Where were we? The son of Saturn, who through the pain of abandonment becomes a great teacher and healer. Turning into yourself, becoming self-reliant. All the answers that you need are within you. Such is the paradoxical nature of this minor planet. It demonstrates that our pain is a great resource. It will guide us to the deepest purpose if we are able to observe it slowly, gently, and with support. When the Chiron card appears, know that you are being called to deepen the work, to delve into tender parts of yourself that require patience and forgiveness. Ooh, I know. I hear that. I've been having to deal with that this week. Victim mentality will get you nowhere. Your past blaming. It's time to let your painful experiences serve as a beacon of light to others. Chiron reminds us that where we've been and where. Hold on. Chiron reminds us of where we've been and where that allows us to go. So knowing that your past is that key. Your past has taught you and sculpted and molded you into this strong, powerful, connected soul that you are today. To ponder. I love the to ponder parts of this. So ponder this, the story of your scar. What is one of your deepest rooted scars in your life? And what has it taught you? Think about that. There may be a major, major key to the next step for you in that. And though it's not easy to visit those tortured parts of ourselves, I've said this before and I will continue to say it. There's always a gift on the other side of it. It just depends on the perspective that you choose to look at it through. And as I said, Jupiter is expansion, possibility, fortune. It's often a welcome sight, emerging from the darkness, shimmering with possibilities. It's a planet of growth, expansion, success, elevation. When this card appears, the future is full and bright, perhaps even dazzling. Everyone wants to be around the Jupiterian energy and to claim a little for themselves. So there's likely a magnetic feeling at play. The work is to keep Jupiter's bigness in balance during the wave of expansion that is taking place. That's that Temperance card, keeping that balance, that illumination of dark and light. Its shadow is most easily seen in the celebrity culture, excess consumption and messaging of never enough. You are, and there was something in here about the inner dialogue in your voice, getting rid of those negative thought patterns. You are enough. You may be comparing yourself with others or assessing your value. Don't double judge yourself for this. Jupiter happens. Instead, realign with the benevolent message in your heart, what truly needs expanding. Expanding on the beauty that came from the pain. Common theme here. It's not likely that your followers or it's not likely your followers or your bank account. What else do we have here? Jupiter is said to reside in the pointer finger. Here we go. Got that Jupiter energy there. Use mudras and visualizations to enliven the balance in its expansive energy and good fortune. Be careful where you point. Be conscious of where you point. Pointing fingers externally and not taking accountability gets you nowhere. So use the focused energy and intent to point into your direction of where you want to go. Expand on that energy. I'm going to get one final mermaid card just because they're still wanting to come out. I just got this deck to get today, and this artwork is it's so beautiful. So let's get one final outcome card for the collective here. What does the collective need to hear right now? Mermaids of the sea, my little beautiful sirens. What can we tell the collective? Acceptance. That's that Chiron energy. We're going to put it right over that. Acceptance of self. Nobody's perfect. Failures teach us. Challenges teach us. Love teaches us. How do you act in the face of adversity? Do you choose that victim mentality? Or do you choose to rise up and alchemize that energy? Accepting yourself for where you are exactly right here, right now, knowing that you have everything that you need right here, right now. You're full and complete, but you have now this opportunity to grow, expand, to really razor focus into your dreams, create what it is that you want to create, allowing those partnerships that really mean a lot to you, that are solid choices, that are healthy choices, to be your sounding board, this twin energy over here. Trusting in your allies, trusting in your ancestors. They're guiding you exactly where you're meant to go. So accept yourself. Let's build some beautiful, beautiful ideas into reality, collective. Y'all got this. Really proud of you. What a cool reading. Trust your ancestors. The world is yours for the taking. Thank you so much for being here, for coming to my channel. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it because that really helps me channel into your energy a little bit more deeply and also helps my channel to grow so we can build this fantastic community together. Hey, I'm over here trying to build. This is a new thing for me to actually be recording my readings. So I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.